Hello and welcome to this video. Today I brought a topic here for you where I'm going to talk about my experience from a long time ago, from a situation where I decided to start my own business and to stop this situation where you might be stuck right now. So let's get started. Are you wondering if you are in the wrong job? Do you feel out of place in your job? Then stay with me in this video, because today in this video I will talk about the signs that are more subtle than you might think that you are out of place or in the wrong job entirely, so that you can start thinking about a strategy how to change that situation. I'm going to talk about that as well. And these are signs that are not necessarily about a big argument with a boss or with a client when you're already a freelancer or have your own business. These are signs that already say hello to you way earlier, before you have these more obvious situations in your work environment. All right, so in the next minutes, we dive deeper into this so that you can recognize where you are at and if your job or business is still nourishing you or not anymore. I'm Marianne Bim from the 618 Bevolution, where I guide entrepreneurs of the new era onto their true place of their lives, where they can have the greatest impact and exactly do what they are born for. Yeah, and that place you probably haven't found yet because you're watching this video. So before we dive into the signs, I also want to let you know I have also brought 3 customer examples for you where women changed their lives entirely after they had plenty of signs in their daily life, in their jobs, where they thought, I'm not going on like this. But before we dive into that as well, just subscribe to the channel and also to the Pathfinder mails and join my community. You'll find all the information in the description under the video. Okay, let's dive into the 5 signs that answer your question if you are in the wrong job. Number 1 sign: you can't contribute as much as you like to, or maybe not even all. You might have great ideas. You might have even greater experience to bring in or to contribute your ideas, but they are not welcome. You are not able to offer whatever you have to offer from your background, from your skills, from your education, from your training, from experience of other jobs, etc., or just from what really makes you you. So your true being. You want to contribute who you truly are, but this is not welcome maybe for you. And people might say around you, or colleagues, or your boss, or whoever, or even clients, your ideas are way too big. They are like you're dreaming in the clouds or whatever. So they cannot deal with your way of thinking. And that makes you feeling, I don't fit in here at all. I'm a dreamer. I'm wrong, or something like this. That makes you feel like you are superfluous, without influence. You have no impact. You are not relevant in the team or in the company. What you have to give is not really welcome. Something is off here. So when you have this more or less on a little different situation, different way, you might wonder if you are at the wrong place and what you can do to change it. Number 2 is a very classic one. You have irrelevant tasks. And that might sound, oh, isn't that with everyone like this? Probably it is, maybe, but maybe not. But if you resonate with this, you have irrelevant tasks, then this is a sure sign. So that's another situation where people might know you already, that you have a little exotic ideas maybe, and they want to put you in a place Or you have customers, they are aiming for more practical solutions, and you have the more creative ideas, which might be even the better solutions for them. But they refuse because it's too risky, maybe in their view. But it's working, it will work. You land always more like in the draw of, okay, make the lists, do the safe way. Oh, we do this because we always have done it that way. It always worked that way. That kind of things. You maybe know what I mean. So it's also a situation where you easily can be monitored, can be controlled, can be overlooked. Okay, is she doing well there, or what is she doing now? Depends a bit on the situation. I'm just giving you a few examples here. So have a look. If you have irrelevant tasks for you that are not relevant for who you are and who do not fit your experience and everything what makes you you, then you might want to have a closer look if you want to change that. That brings me to number 3 here. Your energy on Sunday afternoon goes down. Straight into the basement. You're down. If once you already reach Sunday lunchtime, you already feel it. Oh no, Monday I have to go there again. Monday, it's tomorrow already. I have to be there and there. I have to do this. I don't want to. Oh, this feeling, oh my God, no. So you can feel already the energy really goes down. The tension starts to raise in the body. You think about the colleague. You think about the last unpleasant conversation, the last tense meeting, some ideas you didn't like, etc., etc. Or you have something on your desk that you have to finish quickly. People expect this from you, and you postpone it because you don't want to do this. Whatever it is, when you feel every weekend already on Sunday, sometime on Sunday, that you don't want to go on Monday, then this is already a stronger sign. I can tell you from my own experience, I had this for years. My life was happening on the weekend. Friday went my energy up and Sunday down. And on Monday to Thursday, it stayed down. It was like living somewhere in a tunnel, in fog, getting over the week. It was a nightmare. I said, this can't be my life. I don't want to feel that way. I was so dull during the day, trying to get over with the week so that finally my life can start again on Friday afternoon after work, right? And that was short, Friday afternoon to Sunday lunchtime. And then energy went down again. So if you have this as well, you might want to take a closer look, because if you don't, this just gets worse and worse. That's a sure sign that you're in the wrong place in life. Yes, and another sign, and that is number 4 here. You constantly look for breaks. You need distraction. You need retreats. You need to do something else, everything, anything else but your job. So you can't stand to do your tasks. You can't stand anymore to do whatever you have to do, because it doesn't make you feel good. So you need little islands where you feel good. You need little spaces for you where you can feel yourself, where you can breathe, where you can be, and where nobody is expecting anything from you and forcing you to do anything or delivering something you really don't want to deliver. And when this is happening during the day more and more often, so that you would go on the phone, or you would go out for lunch and stay longer, or you wouldn't appear to the meetings, you have excuses for not appearing, you're postponing your work, you're giving excuses for why you take more time, because you spend your time with more and more distraction. That's also a very strong sign already that you're in the wrong spot, and you might want to have a look how to change this, because this is when your body is already telling you, hey, I'm on the limit, I don't like it here, I can't take it. So your body tries to compensate, takes you somewhere else to want to, yeah, to give you a good feeling. The body needs to be connected with your essence, which you're not when you're on the wrong spot. When you do things that don't inspire you, your body is in constant stress. Your nervous system is firing, is somehow getting you over this so that you are okay in that situation, right? So you really want to look into that as well. And this is the next topic is, this is actually the result of number 4. Number 5 is when you are constantly tired, when you're exhausted, and that's the ultimate result of everything. When you live a life that is, or when you live a job, let's say, that is not connected with what your soul wants to contribute to this world. So when you keep doing the job you don't like, when you keep doing the, oh, I'm going on social media during the day to feel better in between, that's okay, somehow thing, you will notice your body gets exhausted because of what I said before. It's in stress. It's trying to get you through, get you over this during the week so that the body can calm down and relax a little bit. And that takes a lot of energy in your body because it's always fighting against this frustration. It's fighting against the missing inspiration. It's fighting against you working against your own nature. So it's a lot of against here, and that takes a lot of energy because the compensation the body is trying to manifest here costs you energy. And it costs joy. There is no joy in this situation, not really. So maybe even you do sport or you take breaks in nature. That's good. That's always helpful. But in the long run, it's not enough. It's not enough at all. When you do what you love and when you do what you're really here for, the day is just gone in nothing, in a second, because it's so inspiring. You are so in a flow and you're not exhausted at all. You are really awake and you have joy and fun, and you can even do more at night after a whole day. So that's a big difference, right? Yeah, and how 3 of my clients discovered that or turned their lives into that direction, I want to tell you in the next steps, because I have 3 examples here for you can think about, and maybe you find yourself in those examples, and maybe you want to know how they made it because they did it, and how you can make it as well. Yeah, number 1 client, a woman, a teacher working in the school system in Germany, and she was so into that system in this, how can I call this? Yeah, you know what I mean. There are regulations of how things have to be done. There are programs, there are whatever plans, how students have to go through the week, no matter what age. Every class has its plan to fulfill, and teachers are the ones to make that happen, right? So, and that teacher, she was so into that system, and it was so stressful because there's not enough teachers working in the school. So they have to extra load on top to get all the students through every year, every month, every day, etc. And what she saw more and more, that the more sensitive students wouldn't get through easily. They would even stay behind because they couldn't take all the noise, all the stress, all the speed. They need extra care. But there was no space in the system for that at all. She saw that this has to change. This is not okay. But she was in the system and she couldn't make that happen. She just felt something needs to happen also in my life. I don't like that. I don't want to be part of that. And as well, the same situation she had at home, where her husband didn't see her anymore. In a way, she was invisible. She was invisible in the job because she couldn't do anything besides the system wanted her to do. And at home, it was the same situation. She just tuned in what the day was like, going home, sitting with the husband, watching TV, and being not even asked how her day was. So she was invisible all day long. And that went on for so long that she came to me and was totally stuck and in despair, that she would say, I'm simply nothing. Nobody sees me. I can't do anything. I have no power. I have no impact. I need change, and I want to help these kids. I want to do something about it. So we worked about, 8 months, I think, at the first moment, to get her out of the stuckness and find a way out and develop a way how she could get on her own feet and found her own business, become an entrepreneur, and find a way how to change that. And she is working now to transform the school system. She learned to accompany other people, guiding others out of their stuckness and helping those kids in the school and transforming the school system by creating new ways for certain students. That was one example. Then the other one, there was another client. She was working on a big corporation for years, and she was as well stuck and had, like many others as well, fear in a job, fear to speak up, fear to show her true self, or showing that what she thought is her true self, because she was disconnected, like many others I see. They're all so trained to do what they're expected to do, and this is how they act and behave in the jobs. So they just go with the herd, more or less. But she felt more and more that this is not her way. Her nature was also a different one. She is actually more than nature to be an individualist, but she didn't live this individual being anymore for years. And that was knocking onto her from the inside and reminding her who she actually was. So, but she went on in this job for a long time until she was really stuck. And also she said, I want to leave the company. I cannot stay here any longer. Like I had it years ago, same situation. So her body signalized her even much stronger symptoms than I gave you today here a little while ago. She was already almost frozen. She was afraid. She didn't know how to deal with overstepping colleagues, etc., etc., all the situations. So we started working on her to become free first within herself, and then started to allow other ways of thinking, that are other possibilities in life where she can determine herself how her life can actually look like. So we worked together for about a year or so and started to create her own entrepreneurship, her own ideas, what she actually want to contribute, and for whom and why and what and all that. And that's a process, that's a learning curve, that's a transformation from the deepest, because when you start to connect with your true self, maybe the very first time, very seriously in your life, then there's a lot of stuff appearing. You need to clean up, and that's what we did. We cleaned up that old mess from beliefs, emotions, what's always in the way, what creates the fear and the hesitation, etc., etc. Yeah, and today she is working to build up this entrepreneurship, to work with those people she really wants to work with, and not just following a job where she's not being seen and recognized for who she truly is. So now she has more time for her children, for her child. The other client as well, she has more time for the family, for the boy, for the son. So that's what they all want. Have more time for family, have more time for what they are really interested in, the joy, the togetherness, the joy of life. This is what they want to feel, and maybe you want to feel it as well, but you're spending your precious lifetime in a job you don't like. Brings me to the next one. Also another client working in a big corporation, years and years in marketing until symptoms came up. She went into depth, and many do that, and developed the mindset or the belief that she cannot leave the job without having paid off the debt. But how are you going to do that when your salary is not going up, right? It's a circle. It's a rat race. It doesn't make sense. So we started working, and we made it happen that she just literally left the job with debts and then started to build her own life, which she already had started while having the job. But yeah, this is possible. And today also she is having her own clients and is full-time, not freelancing, she's full-time business owner meanwhile. These are ways I want to give you so that you see it's not impossible, that you see how other people, how other women and how other entrepreneurs started at the same maybe difficult spot where you are right now at. And even when if you're already on your own and you have your own business already, then you might have even then the situation that you are probably a freelancer and you're in the same or similar situations that you had before when you were employed. So you repeat the pattern and you're still not free and you're still working per hour or something like this, selling your lifetime for a certain amount of money and not get off the ground because of that. So the freedom is something else you're looking for, right? And this is the way we are working on when you would join also like my other clients. Because this is something, because you might wonder, how can I make it? Yeah, this is the 618 evolution. You determine your development. It's you. And when you have somebody that went all the way through it and know exactly what's happening on that path, you're in best hands. And I took long years and I made an effective way from those long years to guide you through in a certain way shorter time for sure, so that you can get started right away actually with the life you are aiming for. Because we work on your clarity on where you want to go, what's in the way. We erase, we free your path forward, and we clear what you want to be, what you want to do, and who you truly are, and what you bring to the table to make that happen, and all these aspects. This is what the 618 evolution does. Yes, and when you want to know more about, stay tuned on this channel, subscribe to the channel and also to the weekly Pathfinder mailings and join the community. And then you will see it will happen.